Hey guys, back again with another Bloodborne video. Today we'll be taking a look at Rom the Vacuous Spider, who is a Grade 1 boss in Bloodborne, found at the Moonside Lake near Bergenworth. You'll have seen that the first thing I do in this fight is actually use fire paper. Now this isn't really necessary. Rom does have a fairly high resistance to fire, so if you wanted to do any extra damage you're better off using something like bolt paper. Rom is an interesting boss, mostly because you have to spend the entire fight worrying about the massive spiders that congregate around her. Although you can take them out one by one until they eventually disappear. When Rom teleports partway through the fight, which can be any number of times, she will bring with her a new band of spiders, so normally your best bet is just to avoid them at all costs. As you can see, after a certain amount of damage, Rom will curl up in a ball and teleport away. You can do a good amount of damage while she's doing this, so if you're near her then make sure you're attacking, but also watch out for the spiders around you. She will then reappear further away with a new batch of spiders, which is why it's usually best just to ignore them, otherwise you have to end up having to face all the spiders every time. A fairly easy attack to avoid is the upward ice barrage, so when Rom curls over on her back, you know that she's going to be spitting out some big ice rocks from the ground near her, so in that case just get out of the way. Sometimes they can be further away from her, so in that case just continue to dodge until this move is over. An early move is the arcane melee explosion attack, so when Rom points her tail up into the air, you know to back away from her because she will do an area of effect blast around her. It's fairly easy to avoid. Rom's most irritating attack by far is the ranged ice barrage, so if you see her pointing her head up towards the sky, she's going to launch a whole load of ice rocks at you, which will continue to follow you for a short amount of time. So when you see her doing this, just make sure that you run and you dodge and you're not within the vicinity of the spiders to make sure that you don't get caught in the middle of this attack. It's very annoying, but once you've got the timing right, it's not that difficult. You may also notice that I've summoned the Mensa Scholar Damien for this fight. This isn't really necessary, as all he does is kind of distract the spiders for a small amount of time. He tends to die very easily. It's hard to keep him alive because you are focusing on the boss, so if anything, it's probably better not to summon him. That way Rom won't have additional. One of the things that you will need to look out for while damaging Rom is the other spiders around you, especially when they do their lunging attack. It's quite easy for you to get overwhelmed and for them to take you out in one or two hits if you're not careful. That's it really in a nutshell. Rom really, if you know what you're doing, isn't that difficult of a boss to take down. I have seen some people who will say that Rom is the most difficult boss in the game. I personally disagree. I defeated her on her first attempt, but then I'm not a Soul series veteran, so it might be that there's some part of the fight that I got very lucky in based on the footage. So if you think that's the case, let me know down in the comments how you dealt with Rom and whether I just got lucky, because it's entirely possible. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching and listening, and hopefully I'll be back with some more Bloodborne videos soon.